Hey Aquarius. Hi guys, how are you? It's Lisa, and I'm just coming in to do mid-month reading for the month of September. It's a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everybody, but take what does, leave what doesn't. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for popping in. I hope you enjoy it and you'll come back. Give me a thumbs up or subscribe, that would be awesome. And if you have been here before, though, I really do appreciate the support. It means a lot. All right, guys, that's what we find out for Aquarius. Mid-month of September. Okay, got the Strength, the Nine of Cups, Seven of Cups, Seven of Wands, Four of Cups, and the Six of Wands. All right, we'll read these, find out what we can find out, then I'll clarify with another deck, and we'll pull an oracle card at the end. First thing is, this is how you're feeling about you right now with the Strength. This is, courage and the ability to withstand a lot of things. You could take it with the best of them, And it's willpower and just, I guess you could say is like mind, body, and soul. But, I'm doing it, but most definitely mind and soul. So you're feeling really strong right now. And that's good. But now we have this Nine of Cups. Now, and again, very, very, feeling very blessed. Just, you're feeling like a very, very good position. So you're feeling strong within yourself, and you're feeling like you're in a good, dreams come true kind of feelings. Like you have, right now, very little to complain about, maybe. You feel loved, you have people in your life, you're feeling very content and kind of like cared for, I guess. And right after that, though, you have all these options and all these choices that are there for you, but I don't feel like you are sure which ones to pick. Or maybe the way you're not sure. You're not sure, and it's almost like you're afraid that if you pick the wrong one, or you're going to be afraid to, if you don't do it at all, you're going to miss your chance. In that kind of sense. Because I feel like because sometimes not everything is the ability to get it. Sometimes, you got to recheck and you got to double think about it, because maybe it's not as graspable, I guess, as you think. So I think you're like a little nervous that you're going to make the wrong choice or blow the opportunity completely. Now I have you defending something. Now this could be your opinions, your ideas. And actually, sometimes I look at this and I'm like, is it really being defending against anybody? Like, is anybody actually arguing with you? Or are you doing it to yourself, like in your head, trying to defend you from your own ideas and your own thoughts? Because it's a lot of times, it's in reality, we are probably our own worst critics. Like, we are the ones that will, you get a lot of negative talk, like a lot of negative self-talk. You'll be thinking something and it's like, oh, you can't do that. But you're doing it. I don't know. I actually do not know too many people that will actually come out and tell you, you look fat, or, you're getting old. Or like, it's possible. I guess it's possible, but I don't know that. And I feel like this is kind of stuff that's coming from you yourself. And maybe you're just like on the trying to, make yourself feel better. And, Because like I said, you have like right now so much going. You know, you're feeling strong personally, you're feeling strong within, you know, your heart and your soul, and you're feeling loved and comfortable, and you're in a very good position that way. The choices have got you a little skewed, but I don't think that you won't be able to make them. But are you putting this defense up because of the choices? Like you're afraid that if you go to pick something, then you will start getting negative talk from somebody else. They will start arguing your ideas, saying, "Oh, why do you think you could do that? You shouldn't probably go that way. Try this way." And I feel like that's it might make you not make the right choice. Because if somebody else is telling you that they don't think you could do it, or they're kind of like talking to you, making you not want to do it. Because I feel like with this Four of Cups, it's almost like, all right, so you had your 3 cups, and you thought you should have had 4. You just, you really thought you should have. And then here comes this other cup coming on over here, and it's almost like, universe is saying, well, here, just take it. And it almost feels like a pity cup. Like, you don't want it because, dude, I should have had it, like, I don't know what, last year or last month. Why are you giving it to me now? I don't think I want this now. And it's almost like disappointed and kind of like just annoyed. Don't want to take the cup now. Because whatever it was that I thought I should have, I can't have. Or I should have had it, and now you want to give it to me? I don't want it now. And that's the feeling of that. And I'm wondering, with all these options that you were maybe nervous about not making the right move, and all this self-talk, and then maybe other people, giving you their opinions and how they would handle it. And it got to the point where, like, okay, well, I got my 3. I should have had more. And then they offer it to you, and you're like, don't want it. Thanks. But then we have the 6 of Wands, and this is like your victory. This is something that's acknowledging you. They're recognizing whatever it was that you were doing. And you're being recognized for that. So whatever the option might have been that you didn't choose right, or, you decided that you didn't want it. And even if you had the self, like I feel like it's this defense, like self-defense of, whatever it is that you were thinking. I feel like you still end up with a victory at the end, so that would be nice. All right, let's see. What do we do with the Strength card? Let me do a Strength card for Aquarius. Strength card for Aquarius, middle of September. All right, we got the Page of Coins and the 2 of Swords. All right, so now we know you have the opportunities coming into you. You're feeling very strong about whatever opportunities it might have been, or, what you were looking at and what was going to be coming out. But you still have to make kind of like a non-emotional decision. You have to decide on whatever's going on here that you're not going to use emotion about it. You're just going to use, give me logic, give me facts. I don't want to deal with any kind of emotion when I'm talking about this opportunity that's coming in, or, if I have to develop some new skills, or if I have to, start making something happen, but you don't want to do it with emotion involved, because emotion messes you up sometimes. It does. Let's see. Well, what about this 9 of Cups? Temperance and the 6 of Staffs again. All right. So I feel like here, like I say, very happy, very comfortable. Comfortable? I don't speak well. Like you're feeling like everything feels the way it should, whether it's your home life, your work life, your social life, and you're feeling very just good about the positioning. And you know about moderation, you know about balance, and taking your time and patience. And I think that's what made this become a victory for you, because this whole outlook was a winning outlook. I mean, the way you handled it, and the way you will handle it makes sense. And you know that for whatever it is that you're going to do over here, you don't want to use the emotions, and you know that would be the best. And it turns out, yeah, just patience and moderation. Don't go headlong into anything, and then it'll come for you. What about the 7 of Cups? All right, we got the 8 of Cups. And the Hierophant. Now that's, all right, so this 7 of Cups, it was the choices that you could have had, the opportunities that were there, things that you could have did. Oh my God, okay, let's, things that you could have done, how you could have done it. I think you decided, okay, it didn't happen yet, but you'll decide, I'm going to push past this. I got to walk away from this. Even though, a lot of effort has gone into it, a lot of feelings about it, I'm not going to, it's not doing it for me anymore. It's like, it's not working. And I feel like you're going to take, this Hierophant. Now, maybe you're thinking about going on a more practical sense, like keeping things routine and just thinking more about traditional and, following the rules. So you're looking at all these options. I mean, like, you know what? Maybe that's too many. I'm going to walk away from these because that's just too many. So you're saying, let me just put things down to traditional. Let me keep things, just routine and easier that way. Almost just like, without any, glitz and glamour, and just do what's normally done. So that's basically it. I think, okay, you wanted to back away from doing anything, crazy with bells and whistles, and just like, no, let me just think inside the box for a little bit. All right, because he's inside the box. So you're thinking maybe just, you might have decided to go a little bit spiritual, a spiritual aspect. Maybe you wanted to meditate on your choices, or you wanted to think about it. But I really still think it's just to change what the options are by changing the characteristics of it, or I do not have words, but making them less grand and seeing if you could just put them back in a box to make it easier to make that decision. So what about this 7 of Wands? 6 of Cups. Got 6, 7, 8, 9. Lots of cups. Almost have a straight. All right. So now with the 6 of Cups and the 6 of Swords. That to me kind of says like a moving away too. Like I think with this one, you moved away from the idea of all these grand ideas, this grand scheme of what you could do and the opportunities that you had. And you put it back in the box, make it routine, make it conservative, make it like very traditionally what it is, and just cleans it up, and it makes it easier to handle it, making those choices. And then this one, I feel like it's the same thing. Like you're going to walk away from all this self-doubt, self-negative talk, or if anybody else is doing it, and you're walking away from it, you're like, you know what, I'm not even going to listen to this anymore. It's like just too kind of unnecessary. And you might be going to a point where you're like, maybe you're thinking about your family, old friends, a little bit nostalgia going on, saying, how would I have handled this then? Like maybe you're going back and like, what would I have done then? How would that have worked out for me? And so maybe you're taking that, or you're even going to family members or friends that you haven't seen for a while. And, talking to them about whatever the situation is, like wherever this came up. It's a lot of cups here, so okay, it feels like a lot of emotions going on. So could be work, but doesn't actually have to be work. Might be more social life, friends, but take it as it resonates. I'm just noticing you have like a straight in the cups. But yeah, but the 6 of Cups, and then that's the thing too. There's so many planets right now, like they're going retrograde or they're already in retrograde, and they do tend to cause us to think back. Like we're reflecting on, you're reflecting on things, you're even running into people, remembering people from, I don't know, when you were graduating high school or elementary school. So maybe just, and that might be going on too. You might be thinking about that and saying, well, how would I have done it then? Or you might have looked them up, But this Four of Cups. What's this Four of Cups going to do? Oh, Four of Staffs. And the Hangman. All right, now, with this to me tells me, like, with the Hangman energy, you're either going to look at something with a very different perspective, or you're going to, like, accept the consequences of the situation. Like, kind of like, okay, well, so if you were offered this fourth cup as a pity cup, and you didn't think you won it, well, maybe you're either going to look at that differently, or you're going to say, you know what, I'm going to take it. Maybe it'll be better for me later, because something causes a celebration. So maybe with either which way it goes, I don't know how you're going to handle it, free will and all, but I feel like you're going to look at something a different way, and maybe that'll turn it into something to celebrate, whatever the situation was, or you're going to accept the consequences of it. Basically, I think it's the same way. And like, yeah, I got the fourth cup, and you're still going to be okay with it. Well, that was interesting. All right, let's see about this Six of Wands. Because that was another one. Recognition, acknowledgement. All right, you got the Death and the Queen of Staffs. This could be interesting. Well, death is, we know death. Death is change, right? So something's going to change. Now, whether it's something that you change about yourself, or something in this whole setup changes, and it could be with, with this Hangman idea, accepting the consequences, but it could just be something in you. Something in you changed, and for anything to actually come out new, you actually need something to die off. So something has to die away so something new can come in. Now we got this Queen of Staffs, and she's pretty cool. She's like courageous and confident, and very independent. And now this could be your personality, your character traits that you're deciding to take on, or it could be somebody that somebody in your atmosphere. And I feel like they are probably good. Maybe they'll even be working you through whatever has to change to make that celebration happen. Okay. All right, Aquarius. Let's see. Let's pull an oracle card, and we'll see what we can find out from that. I like this. This actually, it's nice. But there's a lot of cups. I was just looking like, oh man, there's like a straight in cups. We have 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. No 5. All right, we got, what do you need to release? Oh, very pretty. The waning moon. So yeah, what do you have to let go of? Like, what's going to make you feel better without thinking on it? Like, you need to let something go. And I guess that makes sense. So with this 4, with the 4 of, I didn't get my cup when I wanted it. Maybe you got to let it go. Just don't be begrudging anything. Just maybe we just need to let it go.